All right, this one is for the men. Okay, listen. One of the things that's happening in our society is, man, the quality of the men out there. Listen, there are too many videos of ladies complaining out there about the quality of the men out there. You understand? So, some of you single guys, this video is going to help you. Listen here. All right. So, one of the things is this, okay, guys, there are millions of videos on YouTube. Millions of videos on YouTube. I'm not about trying to get viral and things like that. I'm about helping people. You single guys that are trying to get married, this video is to help you. And then also, like I say, there's millions of videos on YouTube. So if you're not agreeing with what I have to say, then hey, there's lots of millions of videos on YouTube. You can click off this one. So one of the things I'm going to talk about, yes, a lot of the times I talk about from the ultimate book that helped my life, changed my life dramatically, continues to help me in my marriage and my parenting, in my career to this day. It's the Bible. Yes. Okay. And this is not just a book about religion. For those that don't read it and don't study it, of course, that's what you think. It's just a book about religion. But if you read it and you study it, you know it's way, way more than that. Here's a life hack from right here, from this book right here. Okay, so when you look in Ephesians, Ephesians tells about the whole dynamic of a family and things like that. You understand? The whole structure of a family, okay? It talks about that the fact that Jesus is the head, okay? Jesus is the head, Jesus is the head above the man. You understand? So, ladies who are listening to this video, that's why you need a man who's submitted to someone. You understand? If a man is just submitted to himself, you got a problem right there. You understand? You're gonna have issues. Trust me. If a man is truly submitted, of course, you got your men of God, guys that go to church and things like that. They can speak Christianese, they go to Bible study and things like that, but they are not God fearing. So, ladies, there is a total distinction between a guy who is God fearing, truly God fearing, and a guy who's just a Christian, just a man of God that goes to your church, a man of God that goes to your Bible study. You understand? There's a lot of men of God out there, and some women who are married to men of God, and they find out that dude is not God fearing. There's a difference between a man who is God fearing and a man who's just a Christian man of God. You understand? And I'm not talking about the fact that I'm perfect or I'm better than other people and things like that. That's why I'm saved by grace through faith in my faith in Jesus Christ. You understand? I'm not saying I'm better than other people. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not, um, but I am saying that there is a straight up distinction between a guy who is straight up on passion, on fire, seeking the Lord, man, like hardcore pursuing the Lord, man, versus a guy who just goes to church, speaks Christianese. Sometimes you ladies that are listening to this video, sometimes you ladies have to drag your man to church. That's messed up. Okay, the fact that you have to drag him to church. So, guys, listen here. In terms of the quality of man, of the men out there, guys, there are a lot of men out there that are not leading. Okay, the biblical model: you're the leader of your home. You are the priest of your home. You're the leader of your home. Okay, how come a lot of your guys out there are not leading? You're relying on your woman to lead. You're relying on your woman to take up your role. And that's why she's stressed. She's stressed. You understand? Like, a lot of women are fed up because they're doing your job, bro. Doing your job. Okay? So as a man, especially as a single, as a Christian, as a single guy, the reason it was such an advantage for me, and I'm like I say, every time I'm talking, I'm not talking as if I'm perfect and I have the perfect. No, I'm not perfect. These are the lessons I've learned. You understand, from mistakes. So the thing is this: as I grew as a single guy, I started getting closer and closer to the Lord. I just got closer and closer to the Lord. I was reading my Bible more and more, and it wasn't just a religious thing. You understand? I, man, I did videos for the Lord. I did graphic design for the Lord. I built websites for the Lord. You understand? Anything that I'm passionate about, I did. Man, I used to perform on stage for the Lord. You understand? Um, so it's not just a religious thing. So it was a relationship. Anything that I do, whether it's filming, whether it's creating something, creating graphics, etc., I do it with the Lord because this is a relationship with Him. My career, relationship with him, seeking the one, relationship with him. You understand? So check this out. Single guys, as you grow in the Lord, then he teaches you to lead. He teaches you to start leading. I was taking part in church. I was involved in church. In church, I was leading a cell group. You understand? I started to grow in my leadership. And the reason you need to grow in your leadership and you need to grow in the Lord is because now when you finally meet the one, you can be the leader. You can be the leader that she needs you to be. You understand? You can be the leader that she needs you to be. Because guys, it's too many of us slacking out there, man. Too many of us slacking, okay? We can't just leave this to the ladies, you understand? Because here's the thing, this is God's model of marriage. Christ is above all of us, right? The man is the head, then it's the wife, then it's the children, okay? And the thing is this, the man, that's why I'm talking to men in this video, okay? We're the leaders of our home. Once you mess up that model that the Lord created, the Lord who invented marriage, by the way, once you mess up that model, you don't get the quality of marriage that you should have. You don't get the quality of marriage that you should have, okay? And man, there's too many people that I can speak to, too many ladies that I can speak to out there who they had to take the leadership in the marriage. They had to, because the husband just refuses, you understand? And you can see in that marriage the strain. You can see in that marriage that, man, it's not where it should be. Why? Because dude doesn't want to lead. So men, you need to lead. You need to stand up and lead, okay? And I encourage you to go check out the free workshop. Free workshop, okay? It's from my book called Finding the One. Stop waiting, start preparing. The link is in the description. Or you can go to findingtheone.co.za/workshop, okay? It's a free workbook, free download, free workshop. Go work through it, and it's going to help you prepare to find the one. Okay, gentlemen, so let me know in the comments below, what are you struggling with as a man in terms of preparing for marriage, okay? And by the way, here's a clue. The woman you choose is your responsibility. So if you like, this girl is like this, like this, like that, why are you choosing her? Why? Why are you choosing her? You have the choice, all right? Cool. So go check out the workshop, and I'll see you guys on the next video.